Well, back to the story on the visit of Senegalese President Diomaye Faye to Nigeria, where he met with the Nigerian President Bola Tinubu. We're joined by a security expert, public affairs analyst, Opunabo Inkotaria, to discuss this. So, Ipalibo, rather, security expert Inkotaria Ipalibo. He joins us from Plateau State to discuss this. Mr. Inkotaria Ipalibo, good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time tonight.
Good afternoon.
Sorry about that. Sorry about the mix-up with someone who's almost your namesake. I'm sure you can understand that. Considering the historical context of the bilateral cooperation between Nigeria and Senegal, how realistic is President Tinubu's call for President Faye, new president of Senegal, to bring the parted countries back into ECOWAS to fight terrorism and banditry?
It's not a realistic request because the president of Senegal does not have the capacity to bring back the nations that departed ECOWAS into the fold. Reason being that it was ECOWAS that suspended these three nations, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger Republic, because of the military interventions in those states. So having been suspended, their reaction to the suspension was their withdrawal. Of course, they have the right to withdraw. The president of Senegal does not have what it takes to bring back these nations into the fold.
Interesting. Well, President Tinubu in that meeting, he emphasized alignment of purpose and structure. What are the specific challenges that West African countries face in achieving this alignment of purpose and structure the president is talking about in their counter-terrorism and anti-banditry efforts?
Number one is funding. The funds that will make such a dream happen in the African and the West African nations, they would rather use it to solve more press towards a regional force. And then secondly, the different techniques used by the West African nations in fighting terrorism, it will be difficult to integrate those techniques into a regional approach that will combat terrorism. It's possible, but it will be difficult. It will take the question you should be asking is, who will spearhead such an alignment? Who will coordinate it? If you say Nigeria, are we ready for such an enormous, the various West African countries to bring up various techniques and strategies that will be integrated into a regional strategy to if Nigerians would be willing to do that.
Ipalabo, beyond military cooperation, what other areas could be strengthened between West African nations to address the root causes of terrorism and banditry in the sub-region?
Addressing the root causes of banditry and terror still boils down to how you de-radicalize the. For now, the approach that Nigeria is using has not been proven to be effective. Of course, repentant Boko Haram members relapse into crime and terrorism, and then currently doing in the area of de-radicalization, rehabilitation, and reintegration has not been effective. If it has been effective, it would have been adopted at the regional level. So, and there is none of the regional states to come up with an effective de-radicalization program. So, as we speak, come up with what is working so that it can be replicated at the regional level. So it will be difficult.
All right.
Collaboration. The only area of collaboration for now seems to be the military collaboration where you share intelligence and then where you bring military personnel together to fight terrorism as much as we can.
Interesting. Ipalaboy Gotara, many thanks for your time this afternoon and for a sterling analysis.
All right. Thank you for having me.